Considering higher degree polynomials. For example, given factor piece of x is equals to x cubed minus 7x plus 6. Here are the steps. Step 1, factor out GCF if there is a common factor. Observing the given polynomial x cubed minus 7x plus 6, wala siyang common factor. So, walang GCF. Now, how will you determine the list of possible roots? We know that the constant term in the given polynomial is positive 6 and the leading coefficient is 1. Saan galing yung leading coefficient? Pag sinabi mong leading coefficient, yun yung numerical coefficient ng pinakamataas na exponent doon sa polynomial. So, the factors of the constant term, ang constant term natin ay 6. And the factors of the leading coefficient. The factors of the constant term are positive 1, negative 1, positive 2, negative 2, positive 3, negative 3, positive 6, and negative 6. Yan lahat yung factors ng positive 6. And we know that the leading coefficient is 1. So the factors of 1 are positive 1 and negative 1. Next, divide each of the factors of the constant term to each of the factors of the leading coefficient. So, ibig sabihin, 1 divided by positive 1, 1 divided by negative 1. So, isa-isa siyang i-divide. So, the list of possible roots are 1, negative 1, 2, negative 2, 3, negative 3, 6, and negative 6. Saan galing itong list of possible roots? Galing yan dun sa dinivide nating factors ng constant term divided by the factors of the leading coefficient. Next step, use the factor theorem to verify a factor. So, from the list of possible roots, let us try negative 1. If x is equals to negative 1, the given polynomial is p sub x is equals to x cubed minus 7x plus 6. Substitute the value of x by negative 1. So, p of negative 1 equals negative 1 cubed minus 7 times negative 1 plus 6. Simplify natin. Negative 1 to the third power is negative 1. And negative 7 times negative 1 is positive 7. So, let us add negative 1 plus 7 plus 6. Therefore, p of negative 1 is equals to 12. Kapag ang result ay hindi 0, this is not a solution. Let us try another list of possible roots. Tingnan natin ang 1. If x is equals to 1, so ang ating polynomial ay p of x is equals to x cubed minus 7x plus 6. Substitute the value of x by 1. So, 1 cubed is 1 minus 7 times 1, 7 plus 6. So, 1 minus 7 plus 6 is equals to 0. Yan. So, pag ang result ay 0, this is a solution. Ibig sabihin, x equals 1 is a solution. Now, before you do synthetic division, rewrite the polynomial in descending order. Don't forget to write the coefficient of the missing degrees. So, ang ating polynomial ay x cubed minus 7x plus 6. Pag inayos mo yan in descending order, we have x cubed plus 0x squared minus 7x plus 6. Nilagyan natin ng 0 yung x squared kasi walang x squared dito. Ibig sabihin, 0 ang coefficient ng x squared. Use x is equals to 1 since it gave a value of 0. We will use synthetic division. Write first the numerical coefficient of the polynomial. Ang coefficient ng x cubed ay 1. Ang coefficient ng negative 7x, okay, dito tayo. Ang coefficient ng x squared ay 0. Ang coefficient ng x ay negative 7 at ang constant term ay 6. So, we will use x is equals to 1. Then, using synthetic division, bring down 1. 1 times 1, 1. Then, add 0 plus 1, positive 1. Then, positive 1 times 1, positive 1. Combine, negative 7 plus 1, we have negative 6. Multiply, negative 6 times 1 is negative 6. Pag inad mo yung positive 6 at negative 6, that is 0. So, pag nag-0 yan, ibig sabihin, walang remainder. Now, negative 6 here is the constant term. 1 is the numerical coefficient of x. And 1 here is the numerical coefficient of x squared. As a factor, it is written as x minus 1 times x squared plus x minus 6. So, tatanungin nyo, bakit x minus 1? Kasi nga, ang ginamit natin kanina ay x is equals to 1. If you will equate this to 0, you will get x minus 1. Then, you multiply it by the result x squared plus x minus 6. Pero, pwede pa nating i-factor yung x squared plus 6. Let us continue factoring until any of the factors cannot be factored. Let us repeat the process. Now, actually, itong x squared plus x minus 6 ay pwede naman ninyong i-factor using quadratic trinomials. So, but for the sake of practice, we will use synthetic division. So, let us try another solution from the list of possible roots. Let us try x is equals to 2. So, we have piece of x is equals to x squared plus x minus 6. Substitute the value of x by 2. Piece of 2 is equals to 2 squared plus 2 minus 6. 2 squared is 4 plus 2 minus 6. 4 plus 2 minus 6, we got 0. So, therefore, x is equals to 2 is a solution. So, let us use x is equals to 2 since it gave a value of 0. So, isusulat natin uli yung numerical coefficient ng polynomial na x squared plus x minus 6. So, 1, positive 1, negative 6. Ang divisor natin ay 2. Kasi sabi nga natin, let us use x is equals to 2. Now, use synthetic division. Bring down 1. 1 times 2, 2. Then add 1 plus 2, 3. 3 times 2, 6. Negative 6 plus 6 is 0. Cancel. So, walang remainder. Yung 3 dito, yun yung constant term, at yung 1, yun yung numerical coefficient ng x. Let us summarize your solution. So, originally, the given polynomial is x cubed minus 7x plus 6. Nung finactor natin, ang unang lumabas ay x minus 1 times x squared plus x minus 6. But we keep on factoring until any of the factors cannot be factored, and we found out that we can still factor x squared plus x minus 6. Nung finactor natin, ang lumabas ay x minus 1 times x minus 2 times x plus 3. Therefore, the factored form of the given polynomial is x minus 1 times x minus 2 times x plus 3. Example number 2. Factor completely piece of x is equals to x to the fourth minus x cubed plus 2x squared minus 4x minus 8. Observe carefully. If you notice, there are 5 terms and there is no common factor. Let us identify the constant term and the leading coefficient. The constant term here is negative 8 and the leading coefficient is 1. The factors of the constant term, yung 8, ang factors ng 8 ay, negative 8 ay positive negative 1, positive negative 2, positive negative 4, and positive negative 8. Ang factors ng leading coefficient. Ang leading coefficient natin ay 1. So, ang factors ng 1 ay positive and negative 1. Now, divide each of the factors of the constant term to each of the factors of the leading coefficient to get the list of possible roots. So, the list of possible roots are positive and negative 1, positive negative 2, positive negative 4, and positive negative 8. Let us use the factor theorem to find a factor. So from the list of possible roots, let us try negative 1. If x is equals to negative 1, from our polynomial x to the fourth minus x cubed plus 2x squared minus 4x minus 8, we will substitute negative 1 to x. Yan. So, we have piece of negative 1 is equals to negative 1 to the fourth minus negative 1 cubed plus 2 times negative 1 square minus 4 times negative 1 minus 8. Simplify natin, negative 1 to the fourth is positive 1. Negative 1 cubed is negative 1 times negative, we have here positive 1. Plus negative 1 square is positive 1. Times 2 equals 2. Negative 1 times negative 4 is positive 4 minus 8. So 1 plus 1 plus 2 plus 4 minus 8, we got 0. So therefore, x is equals to negative 1 is a solution. Let us now use synthetic division. Isulat natin isa-isa yung numerical coefficient ng polynomial. 1, negative 1, 2, negative 4, and negative 8. So, ang gagamitin nating divisor ay negative 1. Bring down 1. 1 times negative 1, negative 1. Negative 1 plus negative 1, negative 2. Negative 2 times negative 1 is positive 2. Then you add again, you have positive 4. Then multiply, you got negative 4. Pag inad mo uli, naging negative 8. Pag minultiply ang negative 8 sa negative 1, the answer is positive 8. Pag inad ang negative 8 at ang positive 8, that is 0. So, ibig sabihin, walang remainder. Itong negative 8 natin, ito ngayon ang magiging constant term. 4 ang magiging coefficient ng x, ang negative 2 magiging coefficient ng x square, at ang 1 ay magiging coefficient ng x cubed. So, the polynomial is x cubed minus 2x squared plus 4x minus 8. So, na-factor natin unang factoring natin. Now, as a factor, it is written as x plus 1. Bakit x plus 1? Kasi nga ginamit natin ay x is equals to negative 1. Pag in-equate mo yan sa 0, magiging x plus 1 times yung result ngayon, x cubed minus 2x squared plus 4x minus 8. Now, we can still factor x cubed minus 2x squared plus 4x minus 8. Continue factoring until any of the factors cannot be factored. Repeat the process. So, let us try another solution from the list of possible roots. I-factor daw natin yung x cubed minus 2x squared plus 4x minus 8. If you notice, x cubed plus 2x squared minus 4x minus 8 has 4 terms. We can use factoring by grouping. But if you are not familiar with the method, you might end up with the wrong answer. Proper grouping of terms is necessary to make the given polynomials factorable. So, for the sake of practice, let us use synthetic division because it is easy to use. So, gamitin natin yung, let us try if x is equals to 2. Ang polynomial natin ay x cubed minus 2x squared plus 4x minus 8. Substitute the value of x by 2. So, 2 cubed minus 2 times 2 squared plus 4 times 2 minus 8. 8 minus 8 plus 8 minus 8. Therefore, piece of 2 is equals to 0. So, dahil nag-0 siya, ibig sabihin, x is equals to 2 is a solution. Magagamit natin siya sa ating synthetic division. Isulat natin yung numerical coefficient ng bawat terms. 1, negative 2, positive 4, negative 8. Ang ating divisor ay 2. Bring down 1, then you multiply 1 times 2, 2. Negative 2 plus 2, 0. 0 times 2, 0. Then you add 4 plus 0, 4. 4 times 2 is positive 8. Negative 8 plus 8, we have 0. So, walang remainder. Itong 4, ang ating constant term, 0, yan ang magiging numerical coefficient ng x. So, makakancel yan kasi 0 na siya. 1 ang numerical coefficient ng x squared. So, ibig sabihin, ang magiging polynomial niya ngayon ay x squared plus 4. Let us summarize your solution. Originally, the given polynomial is x to the 4th minus x cubed plus 2x squared minus 4x minus 8. So, ang recommendation ko sa inyo, advice lang, pag halimbawang nanonood kayo ng lesson, dapat meron kayong ball pen at papel para nakakapag-notes kayo. Kasi pag next slide na, hindi nyo na makikita yung nakaraang slide. So, eto na, summarize your solution. So, nung na-factor natin, ang unang factoring na lumabas ay x plus 1 times x cubed minus 2x squared plus 4x minus 8. But, we can still factor x cubed minus 2x squared plus 4x minus 8. Nung finactor natin using synthetic division, nung na-factor siya, lumabas ay x squared plus 4 times x minus 2. So, na-complete factorization na natin siya. The factored form of the given polynomial is x plus 1 times x squared plus 4 times x minus 2. Example number 3. Factor piece of x is equals to 2x to the 4th minus x cubed minus 14x squared minus 5x plus 6. Ang constant term natin ay 6. The factors of 6 are positive negative 1, positive negative 2, positive negative 3, and positive negative 6. Ang leading coefficient natin, yun yung numerical coefficient ng pinakamataas na exponent. ang pinakamataas na exponent natin ay 4. Kaya ang leading coefficient niya ay 2. So, what are the factors of 2? The factors of 2 are positive, negative 1, and positive, negative 2. So, i-divide natin yung factors of the constant term sa factors of the leading coefficient to get the list of possible roots. So, the list of possible roots are positive 1, positive and negative 2, positive and negative 3, positive and negative 6, positive and negative 3 halves. Kasi pag dinivide mo yung 3 doon sa 2, you will get 3 halves. Meron pa, positive and negative 1 half. Kasi pag dinivide yung 6 doon sa 2, pag dinivide yung 6 doon sa 2, meron tayong 3. Itong 1 half, pag dinivide mo yung 1 doon sa 2. Yan. Sabi ko, dapat meron kayong ballpen at papel para pag nag-next slide, makita ninyo. Use the factor theorem to verify a factor from the list of possible roots. Let us try if x is equals to negative 1. So, substitute the value of negative 1. So, 2x to the 4th minus x cubed minus 14x squared minus 5x plus 6. So, sinubstitute natin lahat ng x sa negative 1. Negative 1 to the 4th power is positive 1. Negative 1 to the 3rd power is negative 1. Negative 1 square is 1. Yan. Simplify natin. 2 times 1, 2. Negative times negative 1 is positive 1. Then negative 14 times 1, negative 14. Negative 5 times negative 1 is positive 5 plus 6. Pag inad natin siya lahat, you will get 0. Therefore, x is equals to negative 1 is a solution. So, pwede na tayong mag-synthetic division. Isulat natin ang numerical coefficient ng bawat terms. At ang divisor natin ay negative 1. Bring down 2. 2 times negative 1 is negative 2. Then you add negative 1 plus negative 2, negative 3. Multiply. Negative 3 times negative 1, positive 3. Add negative 14 and positive 3 is negative 11. Multiply negative 11 times negative 1, positive 11. Add mo uli siya, you got positive 6. Multiply sa negative 1, you will get negative 6. Pag inad mo yung positive 6 at ang negative 6, you will get 0. So, cancel siya. So, the constant term here is positive 6. Negative 11 is the coefficient of x. Negative 3 will be the coefficient of x squared. 2 will be the coefficient of x cubed. So, the polynomial is 2x cubed minus 3x squared minus 11x plus 6. Yan yung unang factoring natin. So, as a factor, it is written as x plus 1. Kasi x minus 1, x is equals to negative 1 yung divisor natin. Kaya magiging x plus 1. Pag inequate mo yung x is equals to 1 sa 0, you will get x plus 1. Tapos, yung resulting polynomial, 2x cubed minus 3x squared minus 11x plus 6. But we can still factor 2x cubed minus 3x squared minus 11x plus 6. Try another solution from the list of possible roots. Let us try x is equals to negative 2. So, huwag na tayong mag-substitute ng negative 2 sa lahat ng x. Magdiretso na tayo sa synthetic division, pero dapat walang magiging remainder. So, tingnan natin. Pwede pa pala. Okay, tingnan natin ha. Negative 2 ang divisor. Isulat natin lahat ng numerical coefficient ng polynomial. So, meron tayong 2, negative 3, negative 11, positive 6. Bring down 2. 2 times negative 2, negative 4. Negative 3 plus negative 4 is negative 7. Negative 7 times negative 2 is positive 14. Negative 11 plus 14 is positive 3. 3 times negative 2 is negative 6. 6 plus negative 6, 0. Ayan. So, ibig sabihin, negative 2 is also a solution kasi nag-0 doon sa dulo. Now, 3 here is the constant term. Negative 7 will be the coefficient of x and 2 will be the coefficient of x squared. So, yung bago nating polynomial ay 2x squared minus 7x plus 3. So, ang ating bagong factor ay, as a factor, it is written as x plus 1 times x plus 2. Kasi nga, ang ginamit natin ay x minus 2. Pag inequate mo yan sa 0, magiging x plus 2 times the resulting polynomial 2x squared minus 7x plus 3. Pwede pang i-factor yung 2x squared minus 7x plus 3. Try na lang tayo. Mag-try tayo. Tingnan natin ang positive 3. Then, let us write the coefficient of the polynomial. 2, negative 7, and 3. Bring down 2. 2 times 3, 6. Negative 7 plus 6, negative 1. Negative 1 times 3, negative 3. Pag kinombine mo yung 3 at ang negative 3, the answer is 0. So, negative 1 is the constant term. 2 here will be the coefficient of x. So, our new polynomial is 2x minus 1. Pagsamahin natin lahat ng na-factor natin, the factored form of the given polynomial is x plus 1 times x plus 2. Tapos, yung factored form ng 2x squared minus 7x plus 3, which is 2x minus 1 and x minus 3. Bakit x minus 3? Kasi ginamit natin yung if x is equals to 3. So, if x is equals to 3, then if you equate that to 0, you will get x minus 3. So, this is now the factored form of the given polynomial. And ang example number 3. Let us summarize your solution for example number 3. The original polynomial or the given polynomial, piece of x is equals to 2x to the 4th minus x cubed minus 14x squared minus 5x plus 6. Nung finactor natin, yung unang lumabas na factoring ay x plus 1 times 2x cubed minus 3x squared minus 11x plus 6. Then, we factor 2x cubed minus 3x squared minus 11x plus 6. Ang lumabas na factor niya ay x plus 2 times 2x squared minus 7x plus 3. We can still factor 2x squared minus 7x plus 3. So, we got piece of x is equals to x plus 1 times x plus 2 times 2x minus 1 times x minus 3. Therefore, the factored form of piece of x is equals to 2x to the 4th minus x cubed minus 14x squared minus 5x plus 6 is x plus 1 times x plus 2 times 2x minus 1 times x minus 3. Remember, techniques when factoring higher degree polynomials. Unang step, titingnan mo kung may GCF. Factor out first the GCF. Then use synthetic division. Use factor theorem to verify a factor. So that's all. Thanks for watching. Thanks for listening. This is Teacher Nati saying, let us thank God for all the blessings that He has given us.